Redskins Fans Podcast. On today's show, we talk about all the news from training camp, including who's been injured, who's standing out, who we think will make the team, and who we think will be this and much, much more live with Aaron and John. Yo, 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 yo. What's up, John?
Cut!
Welcome, everybody. Surprise episode, Harry Hog Football. Episode number 448. I had to look at the top of the screen.
Excellent!
We're back in the saddle. Looking forward to a good season.
Training camp is underway.
Preseason's underway. We've been paying attention to camp, as usual. And,
oh, dude, we would be remiss if we did not thank our longtime benevolent sponsor, Desmond C. Lee.
yes, I would like to thank our longtime benevolent sponsor, Desmond C. Lee. You can reach him at Desmond C. Lee 2 on Twitter. And right. I'd like to thank him for being our benefactor. We were able to get this this new little sound device where I can just push a button, a physical button, and a sound effect comes out. And I'm printing labels for it to make it even easier, but right there.
Right now, so far, we've got cut.
So we're looking forward to another good season. Today's episode, we're trying all these new setups and new cameras and things like that, so we're not actually streaming while we're doing this. But
right.
It's still live, but there's a possibility this could crash at any moment for all we know.
True.
So, anyway, so while we're doing this, we're recording this and we're going to upload it. But normally we'll be live on YouTube. And supposedly with this software, we can be live in multiple places. So if you guys have a preferred platform you would like us to broadcast on, I guess, let us know. But be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel if you haven't already. If we get a few more subscribers, we can, like, I don't know, what can we do, John? I don't know. It makes us eligible.
If we get to 100 subscribers, we can
get our own URL. That's what it is.
Get our own URL.
So
that would be pretty sweet. I'm actually checking it out now to see how many subscribers we have at this point.
So anyway, we look forward to reconnecting with all you guys. What about the HHHFL, or you even put any thought into it yet?
I have not put any thought into it yet.
Okay, well, we're going to have the HHFL, I'm pretty sure, as usual. We sent out the trophy to, who won it? Who won the trophy? This dude.
I don't know.
Cyclone S.
Oh, yeah, that guy.
So Cyclone S won it for 2017. This is our 10th year of it. Or was last year the 10th? Last year was the 10th. He's the 10th anniversary winner. We're going into our 11th season of the HHFFL League.
HHFFL.
And we're going into our, 13th year
I don't know.
doing
It's
the
been
podcast?
a long time.
We've been doing it since 2005.
We are the original Redskins Fans Podcast. Dude, we have 96 subscribers on YouTube. 96.
We need 4 more, dudes.
We're so close.
I love you guys, man.
Thank you, Will.
Thanks, Will. Will, we look forward to talking to you some more. There's a big elephant in the room right now.
Josh?
Where is Josh?
Oh, man.
Where is Josh? That's a good question.
Dude.
Josh, last time I checked, was at the Outer Banks this weekend. I mean, probably a well-deserved vacation.
Something like that, yeah.
Something like that.
Oh, my.
Oh, my.
Anyway, I like playing with this little soundboard thing.
It's like, yeah, that's a pretty sweet little setup you got with that. Very nice.
Anyway, so let us know about that. We'll have this uploaded to all the normal places as usual, audio.
Yeah, we'll see how everything goes here with getting this situation here moving and grooving. So far, so good. Knock on
Knock
wood.
on wood, because we had a few crashes in the setup phase. Okay, so let's get to the Redskins, dude. I didn't get your itinerary, so we're just gonna go old school.
We've got stuff from camp. I've got a few notes written down so far. I don't even know what to go with first. I guess the most important thing is our number 1 draft pick is out.
Yeah. Deron Payne,
Number 1.
our number 1 pick. He's out. I heard 2 to 2.5, 3 weeks with an ankle injury, and that was like over a week ago, wasn't it?
Or 4 days ago.
Oh, was it just 4 days ago?
It was just 4 days ago.
Seems like a week when you're waiting for football to start. I got to tell you that. Anyway, so Deron Payne's out with what they're saying is a minor injury, and that dude.
Someone stepped on his ankle, basically.
From all accounts, though, in camp, he is a man amongst boys.
He looks like a man amongst boys when you look at him on camp. If you're watching NBC Washington, and they have their little training camp daily crap on there with Grant Paulson.
Yeah. With Grant.
Grant Paulson.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's he's that guy's a beast, man. And can you imagine if we can get him back and Jonathan Allen back and get that who's that linebacker guy that we got that just keeps getting injured all the time from Alabama, like the whole trio of Alabama guys. They got to get healthy and get him back in.
Oh, why did his name just Anderson? Ryan
Anderson. Mr. Anderson.
Yeah. The dogs are barking. Could be Suzanne being home. I don't know.
Possibly.
Oh no,
well,
I think it's the mailman.
Guest appearance.
I hear him driving off. Anyway, yeah. So Ryan Anderson, he's not injured, is he? He's fine now, for the moment.
I guess they haven't said too much about him in camp so far. It's kind of like, well, let's see what he's going to do.
I think
he'll be healthy.
I think he'll be fine. They say he's looking like a beast.
Who, Payne or Anderson?
Well, Payne.
Yeah.
But
Larry, I don't really know anything about Anderson. Like I said, it just doesn't sound all that great. Josh Doxson.
Hold on, before we go into Josh Doxson, Allen. He's supposedly fine.
Yeah, dude. That's what I'm saying. So far, so good.
Yeah.
But the biggest thing is yet another number 1 draft pick. Josh Doxson got taken off the field yesterday with his shoulder being injured. And apparently he says that he's fine. His shoulder was not hurt bad or anything like that. So I guess he's running around out there today. I guess.
That was a little
Guy's
scary,
fragile, man. He's fragile.
He's super fragile. And
he's like Steven Strasburg. Guy's always fragile.
I got a rash, man.
I was looking for the fragile quote, but I don't have it loaded on here.
He's fragile.
So, let's discuss this. Yeah, he's fragile. I was a little afraid about that when I heard that he hit the ground with Josh Norman on top of him was the quote that I heard.
Yeah.
So he's fragile, but dude, he's got to play this year. I mean.
Oh yeah. Yeah, absolutely. He's just got to suck it up and get out there unless it's a bad injury. I mean, everyone gets nicked up here and there all through the football season. He's just got to suck it up. Maybe he's a millennial.
He's definitely a millennial, dude. Everyone in the league is a millennial.
I would imagine. I don't know. Tom Brady might not be a millennial. He's like 41 years old.
Yeah, he's not.
That's your age, dude.
Yeah. So speaking of dudes that might not be millennials, the word yesterday that I saw on Training Camp Daily, I think, was DeAngelo Hall officially retired. Like yesterday while he was at training camp.
Yeah, I guess he wanted to show up and retire like there. And I don't know. Is he becoming a coach or anything like that? I haven't heard anything about that.
They talked a little bit about that. Brian Mitchell did. And he said that he mentioned that to him, and for right now, he's apparently coaching his son's team.
Child.
And he didn't he didn't say that he didn't want to be a coach. He kind of hinted that he did, but he kind of wanted to like ease into it, like get the hang of the high school feel of it, and then it sounded like he wanted to spend a little bit of time with his family before he dove back into coaching
and find out if coaching sucks or not for him, because he could be like, yeah, I'm getting the coaching, and then like 2 months in to be like, dude, this sucks. I want to get back on the field.
Yeah, well, he was quoted as saying that if he was in the NFC North playing Jay Cutler twice every year, he would have definitely made the Hall of Fame.
I heard about that, dude.
Speaking
of that, I actually wrote that down on my notes. No way, that's fantastic. And I actually wrote down on my notes because remember, way back in the day when we had Jason Smooth Campbell.
Oh yeah.
And they were talking about there was a trade rumor that we were going to trade Campbell for Jay Cutler like years ago, and I'm sitting there thinking, man, how could our quarterback roundabout thing that we've had so many quarterbacks over the last number of years, how could it have been even worse than it already was? We could have inserted Jay Cutler in as a Redskins quarterback.
I can tell you how it got worse.
Even worse.
It got worse with Rex Grossman.
Sexy Rexy. Dude, I saw actually on ESPN recently, I saw a little bit of Jay Cutler because he's in a reality TV show because apparently his wife is an actress-ish.
I don't know.
And I don't know. Basically, they showed a little bit of it, and he was an absolute total tool. Not wanting to talk to anybody that's around, like not wanting to talk to his wife and not wanting to talk to like all her friends that were coming over. And I don't know if it was just him being a tool because that's just what it is, or if that was him saying, I don't want to be on this stupid reality TV show. I already made a bunch of money in the NFL. So maybe he was just like, I'm not going to be interested. I don't want to do any of this. So she's like, I'm going to bring over all my friends. He's like, whatever. And that's pretty much it. So he was a tool, but I don't know exactly why. Is he a tool just because it comes naturally? I think that might be it. Or is he becoming a tool because he told his girlfriend or wife that he didn't want to do this reality TV show? I mean, we saw what happened with Deshaun Jackson. He started doing the reality TV, and now his career's been going downhill.
Wait, Cutler's career is over, isn't it? Wait,
maybe?
Does he still play? Is he like in Miami or somewhere? I don't even know, dude. I have no idea.
Hold on. Is Jay Cutler retired? I can't say 100%.
That's what it says. So no
apparently
one knows.
He's retired.
All right.
Yes, no, maybe, probably. Let's quote.
Oh yeah. While you're looking up that, I brought this hat up here to wear specifically today in honor of.
Oh yeah, the Hall of Fame. It was a little blurry, but Brother Russ.
And we have an inductee.
Hey,
going
I got
in.
a Hall of Fame jersey.
We have an inductee going in. Bobby Beathard.
We do. Bobby Beathard, not Charlie Casserly. Bobby, the real deal Beathard.
Yeah, Bobby Beathard is going in to the Hall of Fame. I believe the ceremony is it tomorrow night? It used to be Friday and Saturday.
We're doing the Hall of Fame game tonight, which is kind of weird as well.
Yeah, my friends are going up there. They're Bears fans. They're going to see Urlacher, I guess, right?
I guess. Yeah, because, we went to the Hall of Fame game a couple times. It was really hot. Doing it tonight at night is a much better idea.
I mean, I remember one time we went and we were on ESPN. Remember, some listener was we saw you guys.
I know, we were. It was sweet.
Yeah, I remember almost puking in
Josh is huge, so it's just like when Josh is in the picture, like everyone gravitates towards him first.
Yeah, I almost puked. It was so hot, and we were like, and I was like super out of shape back then.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, so congratulations to the dudes that are actually going into the Hall of Fame, especially Bobby Beathard.
Except for Terrell Owens.
Oh, yeah, he's not even going, right? Like,
he's not going. He's like the first guy to not go. He was just like, forget them for not bringing me in my first year. And so they're like not even going to talk about him. They're going to be like, he's going in, but they're not going to like do anything about it. They're not going to give him like a speech or anything like that, or he can't like send in his speech or anything.
Is he still
Sounds
getting
to
in?
me that's exactly Terrell Owens.
Is he still getting in? Are they going to do his bust?
I'd imagine.
And does he have to approve his bust, or could they make it like very comical?
I would.
Approve my bust. It's the name of this episode. Approve my bust.
I didn't even get to approve my bust.
I didn't get to send in a speech. I didn't get to make a speech. I didn't even get to approve my bust.
My bust.
There's like some old bust maker. It's like, I'm going to make this funny. Sculptor, I guess. I don't want to downgrade
Sculptor
the
of the
profession of
busts.
sculpting
He's
busts.
the sculptor of the busts.
Bust sculptor. The official bust sculptor of the
Of
NFL.
the NFL. Of the NFL Hall of Fame. Not to be confused with the NFL.
It's a separate entity.
It is a separate entity.
The NFL Hall of Fame does not have nearly as much money as the NFL. Well, it's not the NFL Hall of Fame. It's the Pro Football Hall
It's
of
Pro Football Hall of Fame. That's why there's Canadians in there.
Fame.
And the Canadian League.
The
Kind of. Well,
Canadians.
War Moon's in. I don't know. There was like one like poster of the Canadian Football League, and yeah, this was a thing. And the USFL had like a little teeny room, and
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. Warren Moon was in it.
Did the XFL get a room?
I don't believe they did.
I think they
You know
got
why?
like a little
'Cause they
alcove by the.
sucked!
They got an alcove by the bathroom on the third floor, in the
They
basement.
got an alcove in the bathroom. You're at the urinals, and it's just like, do you remember the XFL? And that's it. Like above the urinal.
And then the Arena League got a stall, and Jay Gruden's on the wall of the stall.
Hall of Fame, Jay Gruden.
It doesn't even have a physical Hall of Fame, I think. The Arena League. I think I remember hearing that. It's
No,
like
it
an online
doesn't.
Hall
They
of
have a
Fame.
Hall of Fame, but it's all like online. Like they don't have a building.
An
One goes in the
online
building
Hall
to
of
watch
Fame.
them.
It's like a Facebook Hall of Fame. Facebook Wall of Fame.
Facebook Wall of Fame.
All right, who are all these people texting me?
Your wife.
Oh yeah. No, that was 28 minutes ago. Anyway.
All right, so Alex Smith, apparently he's got a lot of, I don't want to say rave reviews in camp, but people are saying, all right, he's doing well. He's definitely a leader. He's taking charge. That's good.
Yeah.
I haven't said. I mean, we talked about this a number of times over the last few months. I'm not really super huge on Alex Smith. I really think that what's his name? Coach from Kansas City.
Andy Reid.
Andy Reid was I think this is Andy Reid's second time at being like, oh man, sorry, I'm really sorry I gave you McNubb in that trade. I guess that didn't really work out for you because he was like already sucking.
Mhm.
So all right, I'll send you the quarterback Alex Smith this time. I'm sure he's not going to suck. For me, it's just like Andy Reid 2.0. We're going to have another crappy quarterback. So hopefully I'm going to be wrong, but I'm not going to be surprised if I'm right.
Yeah.
Aaron, you're a little bit higher on Alex.
I am, and just watching the mic'd up stuff from the training camp, I thought he seemed like more of a leader than Kirk Cousins. Like he was going
That's
to
what
the
people have been saying about him, yeah.
going to the dudes and being like, yeah, I think if we could have got you to take your route a little this more, we might have been able to get you deeper down the field before I released it and stuff like that. Like,
Yeah.
And then asking them what they thought, and you'd be like, okay.
A lot of one-on-one stuff with receivers when they've come back to the huddle with him and everything like that.
Yeah, like talking to them about the route. And that's the way
Yeah,
people are going to get on the same page with their
Which is
quarterback.
good, which is really good.
Yeah. So it was really good to see that stuff. And he looked pretty accurate. Of course, I'm just watching what they're showing on TV at the time.
And it's 7-on-7.
Yeah. But
it's
still,
really,
I mean, we've been to training camps with dudes. You're just like, whoa, dude, you're like overthrowing them by a mile and throwing behind them.
that was one of the things people were saying in the last year for Kirk Cousins, that he was there were a lot of throws that were off, and he was having more interceptions than normal and stuff like that. And I don't know, like some people, and I was part of that, were saying it was Kirk Cousins. Did you fart or something?
No, there's a fly.
You're just like, woohoo! Is your dog sitting under your table? That Kirk Cousins was a. Oh man, now I lost my train of thought. The hell with it, Aaron.
What?
Move on.
Oh, sorry. I was just like laughing because I had this
Because you
picture
farted.
of Josh that I put on here.
Do you have a what?
Picture of Josh.
Oh, is he here? Can you get him up here? I don't know. It might crash the system while we're going. It would be.
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try to bring him on real quick.
He's gonna be like. I remember that picture, Josh.
Oh man.
I was wearing my helmet.
Dude.
Yeah, I figure we could use
Autographed
this
helmet.
area.
That's Josh. It looks just like him.
I can figure we could use this area of the screen over here to bring in like different graphics and Josh when he shows up. So anyway, there he is. All right, so let me talk about some of the receivers. Apparently,
yeah.
what was I talking about? Oh yeah.
I can't remember. I was talking about Kirk Cousins, and I totally lost my train of thought. Kirk Cousins.
Oh yeah. So if you looked at their stats from last year, they are all pretty much about the same between Kirk Cousins and Alex Smith. Difference being that Alex Smith had far less interceptions.
Interceptions, yeah.
I think he only had 5. Touchdowns were about the same, right? Like in the mid-20s for both of them.
I was about to say that Kirk Cousins was, I was thinking that Kirk Cousins was people were not running the right routes, and so he would get interceptions because of that. But now people are kind of questioning that this time now that he's gone. So I don't know.
Well, even if that was the case, they were running the wrong routes.
Yeah.
That's why I kind of like what I've seen from Alex Smith so far. I mean, that's
exactly.
I mean, if Kirk Cousins didn't do that as much of that one-on-one stuff, then how are they going to get better at that?
True.
I don't know.
Very true.
But apparently Paul Richardson is kicking some booty in camp.
They're doing like long runs for him, like he's maybe our speedy guy to get out there, which is what we were thinking when we found out that we signed him.
Yeah, him and Jamison Crowder is kicking some butt. Apparently, he's like Alex Smith's like go-to guy at this point.
Yeah,
like they're really into each other. And VD,
man,
he's still there, churning out some catches. So and remember, he used to play with Alex Smith in San Francisco, so they're familiar with each other.
And Jordan Reed's there, man, but I mean.
He
really can't right now. Anything we get from Jordan Reed is going to be like a surprise.
Yeah. Because you can't count on him for anything.
Yeah.
But Jordan Reed,
apparently his whole legs have been like rebuilt over the last couple of years. They said, like he had a couple months in the summer or in I guess the spring where he like couldn't even walk. He had to like relearn to walk.
Really
crazy stuff. Yeah. Like all these different little injuries, and like he had an injury on one side, one leg or one foot, and that caused him to like hurt his hamstring on the other leg and just all sorts of stuff.
Well, Jordan Reed apparently is going to be back in action on Saturday is what I heard. I guess he hasn't been in the drills. Is that right?
Not really,
the team drills? I don't know. So that's cool. The defense has a chance to like kick some butt. The front line, we went from like nothing if we can stay injured to being stacked, and I just kept thinking back until like those first few games last year before Jonathan Allen got injured, and we were like in the top for run defense.
We really were, and we got Matt Ioannidis back, who broke his hand for a while, and he came back quicker than he probably should have to try to stop the run a little bit more. Payne in there, Anderson.
Yeah, I mean. Payne,
get him in there, man. Kerrigan looks like he didn't stop playing football. He looks like he plays football every day.
Dude, that guy's a beast. And Payne and Allen, and I've said this before, when we first drafted Allen and I went to watch highlights of him from Alabama, I was mixing him up from the highlight reel. I was like, which one? Who did we get? 95, 99? And I kept looking at Payne. Like, that guy's good too. And then we got him.
Well, Payne is one of those guys that steps up in big situations. Like, the bigger the game, the bigger he is. So, I hopefully that'll be good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like he may not show up against Arizona, but he'll show up against Dallas, kind of thing.
Well, hopefully he shows up every week because every game is big for us.
Yep. Yep.
So on the cornerback front, we got Josh Norman, and is it Quentin Dunbar they're saying is going to start?
Apparently, if
he's impressing from what I understand, but we'll see.
If our defensive front seven is a lot stronger and can stop the run and slow down the pass, it's okay to have like average people in the secondary.
Yeah. And the linebacking core.
Yeah.
I mean, we got
it's kind of thin there, but we'll see.
Oh, also on the defensive line, we forgot to mention Settle, who
that huge guy from Tech.
Yeah, apparently he's turning some heads in camp too, and they say
Good.
he should have been drafted a lot higher. I don't know why he dropped, but
yeah.
So the line could be pretty stout. I'm still, like you're saying, the secondary, I don't know about. Linebacking core, I feel happy about them. If we can get our starter, I mean,
altogether, I feel happy about them. We'll see.
Yeah,
I still think we're slightly thin there, but we're not bad. I mean, safety and cornerback were really thin in defense. But then again, like I said, if the front seven is better, then it won't be as big of a deal.
Yeah.
Hopefully. I say that now, in like the first week, whoever is the quarterback of Arizona, Josh Allen or something like that, will be like throwing bombs. Josh Allen.
Wait, who?
Josh Allen.
Oh man!
Somebody in our secondary guys would be like running the wrong way and stuff, like that guy from the Saints in the playoffs last year that totally, absolutely missed that last tackle and they lost the game.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, there's some pundits that are actually saying that we're like the sleeper team to win the division. And,
maybe.
I'm always biased to the Redskins, but the way we started out on defense last year before we had all those injuries,
yeah,
I could see why people would sleep on us because they're like, oh, well, they kind of sucked. But, we had like 100 injuries, and we're getting all those dudes that played got playing time, and now half of them are backups. So...
Yeah. I don't know. Hopefully those guys will come back. We'll have better people, and hopefully the backups, will come in and do a better job this year. Yeah. And we got rid of that Reuter Murphy as well, so that's always good. Because I mean, the guy didn't start. The guy wasn't that good till he started doing steroids, and well, he was good, and then he got busted for steroids. Yeah, exactly. What about the offense, dude? We talked about the wide receivers a little bit. We talked about quarterbacks, but we have not talked about your favorite player.
We talked about tight ends.
We talked about the tight ends, too. We didn't talk about Sprinkle.
Except for Sprinkle. Let's talk about running backs.
We haven't talked about your running back.
My running back? My dog, Darius Geist.
Your dog, Darius Geist. You were so pumped when we got that guy.
I think he's going to be amazing. And
yeah. He looks like I mean, he just looks like a big, like a thick, running back when you see him at camp. He's just huge.
My one concern about
a little Chris Thompson guy.
Yeah, my one concern about him and his running style is how he likes to just like house people at the end of plays. Hopefully, he can hold up for 16 games. First of all,
yeah, because it's not
20,
Alabama, the
20,
NFL.
20 games, and
kind of 20 games.
Second of all, from what I've been seeing everywhere on different media outlets and stuff, where did that whole like character flaw come in? Because this dude's like, giving money to charities and buying people gifts, and apparently he's happy-go-lucky everywhere he goes. And Have you heard anything negative about him since he got drafted, or did the Redskins' Bruce Allen actually pull one over on the league and plant
Well,
something?
would it be Bruce Allen, or would it be Doug Williams, who had done one of those things to kind of make him fall down to the draft? Or was it just people? I mean, he got busted for marijuana. We've talked about that before on here. Nobody cares.
It's legal in like a bunch of states right now.
Yeah.
In DC,
exactly.
So.
Yeah, in DC technically, ish. I haven't heard anything, but again, we're only like a few days into camp, so I'm not going out with them. I'm not staying out till 4 or 5 in the morning with them at the club or anything like that on the weekends or anything like that. So we'll just have to see we'll just have to see. All I know is on Sundays, I want to see him out there housing people and being like, oh, yeah, Darius Geis. But we have to figure out what to do, or we got to figure out what's going on with the offensive line.
Okay, let me finish. Let me say a few more words about the running backs. So you got Geis, right? So here's the interesting thing. I've read that Jay Gruden loves having Chris Thompson as the third down back. Yeah. So rather than keeping like the top 4 running backs, if they're going to keep 4, they're saying now that Gruden, there's a good chance that he'll keep like 2 first and second down running backs and 2 third down backs. So like basically Chris Thompson would have a backup, and I'm just gonna say it now, Geis would have a backup.
Yeah.
So
that makes the
so that makes the running for the backups interesting, and a lot of people are saying that P. Rind might be out because Kelly has been looking pretty good in camp, from what I understand.
Yeah, the injury thing is what really hurt Kelly last year. So we'll have to see how that goes. Like, I was kind of big on P. Ryan as like kind of a workhorse back. I don't know. He may not be that much of a workhorse. We'll have to see. Yeah. I mean, NFL is a big deal.
And but I'm still feeling pretty good about the running back core now that we added Geis.
Much better. Much better.
And so Chris Thompson's backup, who were they saying that could be? Apparently the guy that's shining in camp is Marshall.
Gibbs or Nibs? Nubs?
No, Marshall. They're saying he's like been kicking butt. Byron Marshall. I'm serious, dude. You're laughing.
I remember bringing him up, and you were like, Byron? No, I thought you meant Byron
Westbrook. But then I also was confused because we had another running back named Marshall that got cut like 2 weeks ago. Kevin Marshall or something. I'm not joking, dude. I can't make this stuff up. And I can't keep track of it.
Well, I mean, trying to keep track now is like trying to keep track of people from your high school reunion.
We need Rich Tandler up in here.
Know who most of these people are. Yeah, Rich Tandler probably know.
He keeps track of this stuff like 24/7. He's like at training camp right now, keeping track.
Right now. Yep, in the heat.
And he was like the original. He's kind of like a dude that I always looked up to because he was like the original blogger that turned.
Yeah, he really was. Like before there was blogging.
Yeah.
It was Rich Tandler. I mean, he wrote books and everything.
He had Rich Tandler's Real Reds. It was called Tandler's Blog, is all it was called a long time ago.
Yeah.
And now it's called Rich Tandler's Real Redskins, and he's bought out by.
He works for CSM Washington.
So he's actually making money out of his hobby, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, which is awesome. Which is so cool.
Yeah, because we don't make money. We have enough money coming in from you guys to get this little sound equipment ready.
And by the way, if you want to donate to this awesome podcast, Harry Hog Football, you can go to our website, harryhogfootball.com. Check it out. We got a little something on there. Got out the I'm off. I'm off. That's my own fault though.
Oh, you're back on.
Okay, yeah. Check out harryhogfootball.com. We got a thing on there where you can go and if you go down the page for a while, there's a little donate thing. Donate to HHF. Just hit the donate thing. Takes you to PayPal. You know, like a lot of other podcasts would do, I guess. And you can donate, whatever you want. Anyway. You can also follow us on Twitter at Harry Hog, Harry Hog. And, yeah. So
Did you already tell
Offensive
them where they
line.
can email us?
Oh yeah, they can email us at John or Aaron or Josh at harryhogfootball.com as well.
I love you guys, man.
Or Will.
I love you. I love you. I love you guys, man. I'm pumped.
Will is pumped.
We might see him this year. We are seriously considering going to the game in Tampa this year because I have a friend down there that has had seats at Tampa for a long time.
You know what
So
I'm saying?
see how that goes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So
Yeah, that would be awesome if we can go down there to Tampa, and if any of you guys want to meet up there and I don't know, tailgate or something.
yeah,
We're already planning that game. I think it's November something, beginning of November.
November 11th.
It'll be nice and warm in Tampa while it's cold up here.
It might be. Yeah.
Anyway, do we
So,
want to
offensive line?
offensive line? Let's talk about the O-line. Okay. Well, there's one big glaring floor hole.
Do you have the O-line report?
I don't have the O-line report sound loaded in.
Oh no!
I'll make a note to get that for next week. I've been doing a lot of stuff trying to get this new setup. I mean, I've got a completely new computer, new cameras, new light, the little soundboard thing, and just new software. So I'll try to get that O-line report, but I can do it. You want me to do it like live? And now, the O-line report. All right, the O-line report. Let's see. Trent Williams, I think he's been taking it easy in practice, right? Like,
I haven't heard anything about the O-line at all.
oh, I have.
Oh, you have?
Yeah, because I've been watching Training Report daily. O-line, Trent Williams is a beast, as usual.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's no injuries that I've heard of anybody. There's no basically, it's the left guard is everyone's question mark.
Yeah.
Laval.
I haven't heard anything about him either.
Yeah.
At all. I've heard about some of the other dudes, and
Nitschke still might get moved to guard. He should, but our attack.
You're what?
Man, love Trent Williams, Morgan Moses. Each one of them is like one injury away from having to retire.
And who's the dude that we picked up, the rookie that's supposed Christian?
Christian, yeah,
from Louisville. I don't know. Apparently, he could be a swing tackle. Apparently, he's like the backup for Nitschke. Is that correct?
Yeah, which is weird. And hopefully, I think what they want to do is have him end up being like the main backup for the tackles, like you were saying, and then Nitschke can move to guard. Because Nitschke's like 100 feet tall, so you kind of want him there in the center with the guard section. I get. Well, I don't know. Like some people like their guards to be taller, some people like their tackles to be taller. I'd rather have him on the inside and see what he does because I don't know. They keep saying that he could be a starting tackle for like 2/3 of the teams out there, but I just haven't been that impressed with Nitschke at all.
Yeah, I thought Nitschke performed admirably when he had come in, but he's better than
like
Sean
two games
Laval
last year where he was awful.
Dude, I just really wish that somehow we could get is Laval the left guard?
Left guard.
That we could get someone to replace him. So
because we got our, at right guard we got Brandon Scherf, Pro Bowl,
who's good, and
we got Chase Roulier at center, who is I think really good so far.
I was really high on him last year, all through the year, even in like training camp, and then when he had to come in, I wasn't sweating.
I've been fine with him.
Yeah,
and who he used to play with in college?
Who did
Josh Allen.
Oh, let me get the picture.
Who?
Who did he play with?
Josh Allen. Nice feed.
Oh man.
So yeah, so the O-line, yeah, like you were saying, my biggest issue with that is Laval, and not really a good backup for him.
Yeah.
I guess
that was the thing. during the draft. Like I wanted us to get another tackle. You wanted us to get another guard, and both of us wanted to get like beefy people for the defensive line. And so that was where we were. I was a little bit more excited about getting that dude from Louisville, but we ended up leaving guard like unattended, I guess, really.
At the same time, though, I do not disagree with them going out and getting Deron Payne in the first round and then Geis in the second.
We were like last, or we were like 31st or last in the NFL stop of the run. We needed to upgrade the entire like defensive line other than Allen.
Yeah, but I know. But the thing is some of that being 31st was the fact that Allen was injured.
Yeah.
So, all right.
Really.
So if you look at it that way, like if he wasn't injured, we might have been like 15th in the league against the run. Who knows? And we might have gone a different route in the first round and got an offensive guy. But the way it played out, I'm just saying, the way it played out, that could have been false indicator of this season now that Allen's back. So our defense could be freaking amazing up front.
The front, I'm telling you, the front seven, I think, as long as the people don't get injured, the front seven is going to be so much better than it was last year.
Yeah, and now if we can get a running game going on offense now with Geis, then we're not passing all the time, and we can like have some long sustained drives, which will bring the score of the overall game down, possibly. And then that defense and lower scoring game, I'm telling you.
Super Bowl.
Championship. We're winning the division. I called it. Dude, I don't even have the I called it sound on here anymore.
Dude.
All right, let me make a
Got
note
all
of that
Josh's
too.
sounds on there, though.
I need to get the I called it sound is Josh, isn't it? Isn't it?
Oh, it is, isn't it? I called it.
Yeah. So anyway.
Oh, so maybe you do have it on there.
I don't see it.
Oh, man.
Anyway, I'll get to that on there. I would make a note with my pencil, but I don't have any paper.
Write it on your hand.
Paper.
Like a child.
All right, so I need, what is it? I called it, and OLine report.
OLine report.
Okay.
And the game balls and kicks in the balls if you don't have those.
Dude,
obviously, we won't do those today because.
Oh, I've got those.
Nice.
I got those.
Yeah.
Anyway, what else? Do we want to discuss anything else? Let's see. First preseason game is going to be next, what is it, Friday? Saturday? I don't even know. Next week. So we're getting close here.
We are getting close.
And you all right, dude?
Yeah, hit my elbow.
So we're looking forward to that. And like I said, go ahead and subscribe. Should we round this thing out? Because I got this.
Yeah, let's round it out. I think it's been a rather successful preseason.
Yeah.
Podcast.
This is weird. Your voice sounds weird, but I'm playing this outro.
Whoa.
Anyway, so we'll round this thing out. Thanks to Desmond C. Lee and everyone. Please subscribe if you haven't already.
Yep. Check us out on YouTube.
And yeah, well, the music ended, but we're still here. So yeah, check us out on YouTube and let us know if you want us to post this live stream anywhere else, as we have that capability supposedly now. We can figure that out. We'll talk to you guys next week, I guess, after the preseason game. Does that sound right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Hail to the Redskins. And as always, if you see a Cowboys fan,
Joke 'em!
Bye-bye.
Man, I hate the Cowboys.